Hello and welcome to Breezy Chatter. Today I'm going to be talking about the bold and the beautiful. But first and foremost, thank you to all of those who have subscribed to my channel. Your subscription is highly appreciated, and let's get started. So it looks like Hope got to see what Thomas was trying to explain to her, which is that Douglas is very happy living with him in the Forrester mansion. And although Hope did not want to believe it, she got to see with her own eyes what Thomas has been trying to tell her, that Douglas is extremely happy with his father and with his father's side of the family. He has more support than she wants to admit. And she also got to witness the Forrester clan having yet another get-together at Eric's place. And although she did not appreciate the interactions between Taylor and Ridge, she couldn't help but admit that Douglas was happy, and that if she were to remove him from the house at that moment, she would have been looked at as the bad guy. And I don't think she was prepared to get an earful from the Forrester family, and she also wasn't prepared to upset Douglas because she could see that he was really having a great time. And then we have Brooke and Liam, and they're at the cabin, and they are discussing the Hope, Thomas, and Douglas situation. Liam believes that Thomas is trying to find a way to appeal to Hope, and Brooke believes that Taylor is the mastermind behind this whole idea of Thomas wanting to spend more time with his son, because Brooke believes that Taylor is using her grandson as a way to get her hooks back into Ridge. And I can't help but notice that Brooke and Liam spend a lot of time together talking about Thomas and talking about Hope. I think Hope should focus more on her family and sort of separate her mom from her husband, if you get my drift. But we also had Brooke talking to her sisters, Katie and Donna, about how she feels about Taylor trying to use Douglas to get Ridge back. And they all sort of seem to be on her side and supportive of her. And they do feel that Thomas is not suitable to be raising his son. Although Thomas has so much support, I don't see what anyone's worried about. And then we have Ridge and Brooke. And of course, Brooke is telling her husband that she really feels that Douglas should be at home with her daughter and with Liam. And she's not sure if Thomas is suitable or ready to take care of Douglas on his own. And Ridge made an interesting suggestion. And he sort of said that he could go and move into the mansion to sort of help his son get on his feet and make sure that everything's going well. And the minute he made that suggestion, Brooke shut it down instantly. She didn't like the idea of Ridge moving into the Forrester mansion. She wants him home with her. So now that begs the question, how concerned are you about Douglas, Brooke? I mean, are you really all that concerned about him, or is this really all about you and you advocating for your daughter because you just want her to have whatever it is that she wants? I don't think you care what happens to Douglas, especially if it means that Ridge is having to leave your home. And I like that the writers threw that in there because it sort of shows Brooke's hand and how phony she is. She's pretending to care and be so concerned for Douglas, but the minute Ridge says, let me go and help them out, she's like, oh, no, 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 no. But don't help them out. I'd rather you stay with me than to offer assistance to your son and your grandson. I mean, I hope the wheels are turning in Ridge's mind, but for some reason, I don't think they are. But I hope he's finally coming to the realization of just how selfish Brooke is. And it looks like in the coming weeks, Ridge is going to walk into Brooke's place and find her in a warm embrace with none other than Bill Spencer. So, of course, that's going to upset him. Once again, his feathers will be ruffled. What will he do? Go running to Taylor, right? Running to Taylor, wasting her time, filling her ears up with nonsense, things that he doesn't really mean. And then when things blow over, he'll go running back to Brooke. It would be nice if Ridge could just come to terms with the fact that Brooke is always going to have other men in her life, checking in on her, putting the moves on her, wanting to be with her the same way he has other women coming on to him. If he could sort of reconcile with that and just understand that these guys are always going to be around because Brooke does not set boundaries for them, I think they'll be fine. He needs to grow a thicker skin. he needs to, when he sees Deacon around, when he sees Bill around, he has to sort of grin and bear it and move on. And if he can't do that, he needs to just leave Brooke alone outright and don't come back. Just leave her where she's at. Because it's just like Taylor said, there's always going to be something. And lately it seems like Ridge and Brooke have not had a breather. So the drama that's been going on in the Forrester family and with the Logans, it seems to not be working in their favor. And it's going to be quite interesting to see how Ridge handles seeing Brooke hugging Dollar Bill. Is it something that he'll be able to just watch and get over quickly and not make a big deal of it? Or is this going to be the final straw? We'll have to wait and see what happens. I'm looking forward to the weeks to come, and that is my commentary. If you liked it, hit like, subscribe, and leave comments. Thank you for your time. Until next time, ta-ta.